Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is SkyTrack 13 meteorologist Sean Ash. Wanted to hop back on and give you an update. I know a lot of folks are making some plans, trying to navigate around the weather that we're expecting. I will tell you at least a little bit of good news in the sense that we do have some cloud cover around that's been limiting heating and kind of also limiting the vertical growth of clouds for the time being. Now, as you look at this, you can notice we're starting to get, and it's along that front up to the northwest, we're starting to get some development, and that's where it's been initiating the last several days. What I'm going to also do is play through and show you that temperatures are a little bit cooler than 24 hours ago. Still rather humid, but we're not, in the mid and upper 80s at this point in time. And then as I expand the radar map, and a couple of things to point out, we do have that front that I talked about. That's up to the north. And there's also a little disturbance that's driving through southern and southwestern Illinois. And that's going to be the trigger we need to see thunderstorms develop and increase across central Indiana. So this is what we're expecting at this point in time, that probably by the time 2 or 3 o'clock rolls around, we'll begin to see more across central Indiana. Oppressive humidity, still plenty of dry time, but rain and storms from at least now until sunset are possible anywhere at any time. And there may have a stray severe thunderstorm wind gust. I think that will more than likely be the exception and not necessarily the rule. Okay, so we remain under the risk. Here's Future Track 13. And you'll see those storms beginning to kind of increase as that disturbance pushes in. It's scattered, but it's one of those deals where you're going to have to kind of keep an eye on the radar if you're poolside, graduation parties, going to the Indians game, there's a concert tonight on the lawn, all of the above. You'll have to kind of keep tabs on the radar. Here's what we're talking about in terms of risk. Anything that develops, we've got a Florida-like atmosphere over us, so heavy rain will be likely, very likely in storms that develop. I'm going to take hail and the tornado threat. We're going to really minimize those. But we could get a couple of storms that will be strong enough to put down localized damaging wind, and we're talking 58 miles per hour or higher. So could we get a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings? We could, yeah. Here's the look at Victory Field. First pitch is at 1:35. I certainly wouldn't cancel my trip to the ballpark. Just realized by the 7th inning stretch that they're probably going to have some storms around. Rob Zombie is on the lawn tonight at White River, and I think that event really has a high impact for storms because I think that's when we'll have the peak coverage between about 6 and 9 p.m. So we get after dark. A lot of these are sun-driven, so we'll see things diminish, but another disturbance is going to pivot through tonight, and just like last night, we could have these little gusty showers and storms that will be around. And then as we go through the day tomorrow, most of us are going to be south of the axis, the front, if you will, across northern Indiana. And so I think a large part of tomorrow might be in pretty decent shape. We'll get about 3 or 4 o'clock, and we'll see these things bubble up. Now, if we can get some sunshine and get up to near 90, then that ups the ante for more widespread severe weather. Still some question marks regarding that as we head into tomorrow. But the pattern is active. With or without severe weather, we are going to have several days where we're going to have thunderstorms moving through central Indiana. Here's the risk area for tomorrow. Could be adjusted north or south. And we also are in a risk as we head into Tuesday. So the pattern stays active. And as I mentioned, with or without severe weather, we are dealing with some very heavy rain. And we have the possibility, we've got tropical moisture, but there might be a tropical, what's left over, what could become Bill, comes riding up the pike here along this upper flow around the hot dome that's anchored on the southeast. And so these rain amounts, man, I'm telling you, by the end of the week could really be impressive. And I know for a lot of you folks in southern Indiana, you need this rain. We don't want severe weather, but we will take some good tropical rain. This is the European model run from last night. That's from the next 7 days. That doesn't really take into account additional thunderstorm rain, but just the widespread rain could add up to 3 inches with locally higher amounts within thunderstorm development between now and then. 85 might be a push. We might have to knock that number down. We'll go 87 tomorrow. Humid heat Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and into the weekend as well. I will be in the SkyTrack 13 Weather Center for the remainder of the afternoon and keep you updated. Have a great day.